How are we, lads? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the New Zealand versus Samoa Pacific Championships Grand Final preview. It's going to be a good one on Sunday, man, down there in Sydney at CommBank Stadium. Huge game, obviously, between New Zealand and Samoa. What a game it's going to be, man. Really looking forward to it. If you guys are new around here to the channel, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Generally appreciate everyone for tuning in, as always. I want to acknowledge the live chat before we go any further. G'day to the great Jason Reader. G'day to Luke, Melbourne Storm fan. The Neutralizer, Michael Driver. Dearden is him. Will Pearson. Charlie, and everyone else that is watching. Hope everyone's doing good, man. Hope everyone is doing good. Honestly, man. Pacific Championships, man. Now, the one thing I want to mention is it's a little bit sad. It's a little bit sad because obviously we will see England versus Australia in Game 3 on early Sunday morning, but this New Zealand versus Samoa game is actually the last rugby league game of 2025. So it's a little bit sad. We're now going into the off season without no rugby league for a few months. So it's a little bit sad, but also exciting. Like New Zealand versus Samoa, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a fantastic game. Really looking forward to it. Bring it on. But if you're new around here, guys, like and subscribe. If you're new around here, like and subscribe. Thank you to all the new subscribers recently. Thank you to all the original subscribers that have been here for a while. Hope you are all doing fantastic, man. All right. Let's get to it, man. So obviously, Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock from the CommBank Stadium in Western Sydney. It is the New Zealand Kiwis up against Toa Samoa. And these sides played back in, 3 weeks ago now. And New Zealand did win that game 24-18. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game unfolds on Sunday. Looking at the betting odds, New Zealand, they are at $1.65. Samoa are at $2.25. So Samoa are the underdogs as expected. As in terms of teamless news, the New Zealand team, it's very strong. Keanu Kinney is at fullback. Jermaine Asako and Casey McLean are on the wings. Matt Timoko and Chance Nickel-Klukstad are in the centers. Dylan Brown and Kieran Foran are the halves, and it's actually Kieran Foran's last ever game. So we'll see if Kieran Foran can go out with a Pacific Championship Grand Final win. James Fisher-Harris is the captain and in the front row alongside Moses Leota. Phoenix Crossland will be the hooker for New Zealand. The back row is Britton Okora and Isaiah Papali'i. The lock is Joseph Tarpanay. And the bench is Tamare Martin, Nafua White, Aaron Clark, and Xavier Willison. Very strong team for New Zealand. Very strong team. 1 second, guys. There we go. That's a very strong team for New Zealand. Having a look at the reserves, I mean, you've got Scott Sorensen, Zach Docker-Clay, and Joash Karapani. I don't mind the reserves for New Zealand. I mean, if you've got someone like a Scott Sorensen in your reserves, you're doing well. You're doing really well. And I think Sorensen's probably a little bit unlucky not to be in this team. But obviously, they need a hooker on the bench. Tamara Martin will play that hooker role with Phoenix Crossland. Obviously, Marshall King's out injured. So they kind of have to go with that. But overall, it's a very strong New Zealand side. Now, as for Samoa's team, a couple of changes, not too many. A couple of injuries as well. Obviously, no Jeremiah Nanai. That's a really big loss for Samoa. So Roger Tuivasa-Sheck will be at fullback. Brian Toto and Murray Taulagi will be on the wings. Isaac Tago and Dean Mariner are in the centres. Blaze Taulagi and Jerome Luai are in the halves. Jerome Luai, also the captain for Samoa. The front row of Francis Molo and Payne Haas. Jazz Tavaga at hooker. The back row were Jaden Sewer and Simi Sasangi. Junior Paulo at lock forward. And the bench, Chanel Harris Tavita, Benia Iowol, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, I apologise. Terrell May and Josh Papali'i. And the reserves are Atta Mariota, Lasate, Clayton Fa'olo, and King Togia. I don't think Samoa are going to carry Harris Tavita and Lolua on the bench. I really don't. Both guys can play hooker. Like obviously Harris Tavita will come on and play hooker. We know that. But I don't think they need two hookers on the bench. Like I think Mariota will probably come in onto the bench. I'm assuming he'll come in there somewhere. But Jazz Tavaga at hooker, we've mentioned this before, and I just do not like it. It doesn't work. Obviously, Samoa want to get off to a better start than they did against New Zealand the other week when New Zealand beat them. But they can't have Tavaga at 9, in my opinion. They just can't. They can't. They need to either start Harris Tavita or start that Loluf bloke and use Tavaga as a forward off the bench. That's just what I think. But in saying that, both teams don't really have dominant hookers. Like Phoenix Crosland's moved to lock forward, obviously, in 2025. He played a lot of lock at Newcastle. Obviously, he can still play hooker, but he's transitioning into a lock forward. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, if you have a look at the spine battles, I think Samoa obviously have 2 5'8s. Like Blaze Talangi's a 5'8 and Jerome Luai's a 5'8. Yes, Jerome Luai can play halfback and do a great job. There's no doubt about that. But we all know Luai's best position is 5'8. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. New Zealand, Dylan Brown and Kieran Foran. Foran's a 7. Even though he's played a lot of 6, he can play 7. He's a good organiser. And Dylan Brown's a 6. We know that. Although Dylan Brown's moving to 7 at Newcastle next year. Look, it's going to be a good game. I really believe Jeremiah Nanai is a huge loss. I really do. Nanai's performance against Tonga the other week up there at Suncorp was outstanding. He had 2 tries. And then on the weekend, actually, you go back to it, right? So the first game, when Samoa played New Zealand, Nanai had a really good game. He played very well. And then he had a blinder against Tonga. So, I don't know, man. They're going to really miss Nanai. Like, I think Sasangi will do a great job. And I think Sua's good as well. But none of them have the unpredictability of a Jeremiah Nanai. Like, Sasangi is a bit unpredictable. Like, he sort of plays off the cuff a little bit. You don't really know what you're going to get with Sasangi. Like, he can create tries out of nothing. Same with Jeremiah Nanai. But Nanai is better than Sasangi with all due respect. So, they're going to miss they're going to miss it. Michael Drive was asking about the England-Australia game. That game is on Sunday morning. So, Saturday night, going into Sunday morning, bro. So, 1:30. So, once it reaches midnight, going into Sunday, the game's on in like an hour and a half later. So, 1:30 in the morning for us. Like 2 o'clock over there. But, yeah, thought I'd let you know that. Look, I don't know. Like, I want Samoa to win. Like, I would love to see Samoa win. Something different. It'd be great for the Pacific Championships if Samoa won, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think New Zealand are going to win. I know it might sound boring, tipping New Zealand to win, blah, 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 but they look good. They look hot, actually, if I'm being honest. Samoa, they are a genuine chance, and I would not be shocked whatsoever if Samoa won. They arguably should have won against them in the first game where Dean Mariner dropped the ball. If he had caught the ball, Samoa score and probably win with 5 to go. But I think New Zealand are just going to get the occasion. I think they're just going to be a little bit too good. So for me, I'm going to tip New Zealand. I'm going to go New Zealand by about 12. I think they win by 12. You know what? Fuck it. New Zealand by 16. There. I think they win 13 plus. I just think they're going to be too good, too clinical. I think they understand these games better. I think the mentality of New Zealand, they sort of get the big occasion a bit better than Samoa do. So New Zealand by 16 points. I'll go a scoreline of, you know what? New Zealand 30, Samoa 14. 30 to 14 New Zealand. I think they win by about 16 points. First try scorer. First try scorer. I can't go against Casey McLean on the wing. I just can't. Casey McLean to score the first try on the left wing. Anytime try scorer. I've got a feeling that Isaiah Papali'i is going to score in the back row. I think he might score any time. And for a try scorer for Samoa, I'll go, you know what? I'll just go Murray Talangi. He's been scoring a lot on the wing, so I'll go Murray Talangi to score as well. But New Zealand by 16, 30 points to 14 is my prediction. I think that'll be a little bit too good. My player of the game, I'm actually going to go with Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown has had a fantastic Pacific Championship. I see that Dylan Brown's actually in the running for the Golden Boot. So, apologies. Dylan Brown's in the running for the Golden Boot. So he might actually win it if he has a big game this weekend. So Dylan Brown for the player of the game. New Zealand by 16 points. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate you guys are all tuning in for the preview as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you legends in the next one. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.